Hi guys, it's Linda. So today let's get started where we left off last time. So we're going back to my history of writing, my own personal history. And today I want to talk about what happened after I finished Demon Soul, because that was kind of the kickstart of me writing novel drafts after novel drafts. So when I finished Nanofimo and finished Demon Soul, I decided to check out the other things you can find. Like at the time on the NaNoWriMo website, they had a list of everything you can do with writing. So in January there was Janofimo, which was another 50,000 words. So I registered to that and I wrote Attic Mirror until it was finished. And Attic Mirror is a bit shorter, I think 80,000 words for that one. So that's what I did. And then in March they had the script frenzy. So I also wrote a script, which was my first script. It's on my blog. It's called Vienna's Ghost. And I think at some point I'm gonna have to go through it and rewrite it as a novel, because I think it should be good enough for a novel. So that's one of my projects for the more or less near future. And then after that I continued to write, and I wrote Demon Fairy, Harajuku Kiss, Rainbow Catcher. So far, at that point when I started to write Demon Fairy, I had already edited Demon Soul. So when I said I had edited Demon Soul, was I went through it, my friend went through it, and I think she wasn't really that much interested. And my fiancé, at the time who was French, went through it. So a lot of little things passed through, grammar-wise, like typos, like some mistakes, a lot of things went through. And we didn't really cut out that much. So in the new edit I actually cut out 6 characters so far. So it's really like a huge change. And yeah, I'm still going at it, so maybe a few more are gonna be cut out before the end of it. But hopefully it's gonna be fine, I guess. And I have one more beta reader right now, so yeah, I'm still waiting. Like I got feedback from 3 beta readers so far, and I'm still waiting for the rest of them. But it sounds good. Like one of the beta reader didn't actually read the book. She's like, oh no, it's a really, like, she probably read the first chapter. So like, yeah, you have a really interesting something, and I don't see any problem with grammar. And you need to change the title because the title is too scary. It's called Demon Soul. So like, that's what, like, basically what she said. So because her feedback is just so kind of random, because I know there's still a lot of like grammar problems of sorts that I've been fixing. Like another editor, like another beta reader is actually giving me like feedback, like group of chapter by group of chapter, and she's like fixing all things like POV and like little grammar mistakes and things she doesn't understand that doesn't make sense in the story. So all that is being fixed, like, so it's really good. Like it's like very good beta reading going on there, because it kind of needed that little push in the right direction. So after she gave me like those things, I just went through like the entire book and fixed everything she said. Like she gave me one problem and I just go through the entire book and fix it. She gave me another problem and I just go through the entire book and fix it. So it takes a lot of rereading every time, but it's totally worth it. So basically what I want to say, and like the third beta reader, just she apparently loved the story and want to read the next one. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So anyway, what I wanted to say is, like, I had this sort of not so good edition of Demon Soul when I started with Demon and Fairy, and so Demon Soul came out in June after that. In the version it's now on Amazon, and yeah, the one I'm not happy with. But I was editing and I was writing at the same time, so Demon and Fairy came, and so far Demon Soul, Attic Mirror, Araju Cookies and Demon and Fairy are the only ones that are out. But I still write more after that. So after that went Rainbow Catcher and Demon World, Blue Angel, Parallel Parallel Slip. I have to, like, one is finished, the other one is not finished. It's like different genre. And then Fairy World. And still, of course, every year I had more to Vampire Heart. And I also have Dragon and Dread. And it just, wow, this one is just so dark and violent and creepy. It's just like so different from the rest. It just really, really creeps me out. Like, even me, I'm just like going through it. I'm like, why the hell am I torturing this poor character who never did anything to me? It just like, I mean, Vampire Heart is sort of dark, and you have like torture and killing and fights. I mean, Demon and Fairy even have fights and like scene of little torture stuff. Not so much, like not graphics. Like Vampire Heart is a bit graphic, but a Dragon and Dread, like that one is just so graphic and creepy. And I think, like, if I'm ever going to publish it, I'm gonna have to like either make it not part of the Demon series, because it's like the Demon series is not a series. I call it a tree. I'm gonna explain that in a moment. But it's just so dark, and it doesn't suit, like, because Demon Soul can be read by a kid basically. There isn't much, like, there isn't too much dark part. Like, there is a little bit of pain and stuff and people being mean, but it's not absolutely terrible. But Dragon and Dread is absolutely terrible. So I'm just like, no, what the hell? Like, who was I when I wrote that? I don't know. I was probably in a very dark place. So anyway, there is this one. And then I started again with Brownie. So you have the Witch Rising, which I wanted a Witch Rising to be a travel journey. So we had like Brownie going from A to B, basically. And, well, A to Z. And the thing is, for the first book that I wrote, like the 50,000 words, I couldn't even manage to get her like 1/10 of the journey. Can you believe that? So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been writing all those stuff, and so basically I'm writing several drawers and several characters, and I have like kind of like only 3 very different things. So because if you took Demon Soul happens like mostly in one house. And basically, Attic Mirror takes one of the Demon Soul character, which is Itomi, and go with her for her little story. So you have Demon Soul here, Attic Mirror on this side. Then at the end of Demon Soul, you meet one character, which is Seti, and we go like for Demon and Fairy. It's Seti's story with Callisto, who is from that house. So we go there, and then you're going to have Demon World, which takes multiple characters and sort of follows them because something happened to Brownie and they want to get Brownie back, basically. But you have like a few separated pieces. And then in Blue Angel, I went like completely blown. Like, I had multiple POV and I have like different setting in different worlds, and it still takes some character from that house. So you have Izakael's part, you have some demons from the north, which are new demons, because hey, who doesn't like new character? You have a part about you, which I think some people are going to like. And you have still like the part about Sahel and his friends. So you have all those going in different directions, and you have a part about Brownie. And then Fairy World, you also have that, but I think from Demon World the title need to change, because the title is not descriptive enough, so I'm probably going to change the titles. And then after that, like I have very world, and I wanted to have like several books instead of having like a multiple crazy POV of 10,000 page, for example. I just wanted to have like several books. I have all those plans. I have a Mermaid Law, which is planned. I have uh, the clone part, which you don't know what it means, but there is clones in the story. And you're gonna have like there is a part that I already started writing. I think about like 80,000 maybe on it. It's from the bad guy point of view, but it's just so very very slow. Like I wanted the bad guy to actually do something, but he decided to go start talking shit about his friends, and he has to do some work which he doesn't want to do because of those friends and that kind of thing. And I'm like, so the big bad guy, like there is three bad guys at the top of the chain, and the three bad guys that go like poof, like this bad guy. I wanted to follow him, and he's just like, nah, I don't want you to follow me right now. I'm just gonna talk about the past. And I'm like, oh crap. So yeah, that's all the writing going on. So that's the one part, the big one part, and even like Vampire Hearts, Vampire is in Demon Soul. So that's all those characters mixed together, and they all belong to that sort of house at the corner of all those worlds series, which is like the Demon series, and then take the Thenaria series, which is like Attic Mirror, and that's the thing, and the vampire style thing and stuff. So that's what one side of my writing, and then you have the other side of my writing, which is the more realistic one. So it's like Harajuku Kiss, and I started it's another one which is called Murder at a Conference, but I haven't been so far into it. Like the guy is dead, people are being interrogated by the police, and that's where I stop. It's like 50,000 already, and my character was just like so much inside her own head. So I got a bit frustrated about that. Like I don't manage to push a story forward like I did with the previous book. So I'm just like, oh crap. So I might have to like finish it, and then I have to rewrite the whole first part to cut out all the crap that she's talking about. Because my main character actually loves to complain about the girl she's sharing an office with. And basically that's the only person she has around. She has her boyfriend, but otherwise that's the only person she has around, and she is abroad for a conference. She's like the only person she has around is that girl, and they cannot stand each other. Like they're friends, but they cannot really stand each other, and that girl is going out with the ex-boyfriend of my main character, and that ex-boyfriend was taking my main character like crap. Like he was really really bad for her, and he's doing the same to the other girl. And my main character is actually frustrated because he's like, I told you it was gonna happen. Like he's that type of guy, and our friend is like, yeah, no, it's not, it's right, it's no problem, and it's all like your fault or whatever. And it's just like, oh crap, what the hell? I'm talking about, I'm supposed to be solving a murder here, girls. Get over yourself. Like, character problem. And on the other, like, so I have this book that is unfinished, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back to it because it's just so. It's frustrating a little bit. It's just like, yeah, why am I ranting so much as a character? I don't know. So that's the detective part. And then we have the other part, which is the parallel slip. And actually, parallel slip was supposed to be one character story, just one book. And I finished that book, and I'm very, very happy with it. And I started on the second book, and I have like 70,000 words on that second book. It's not finished. It's really, really close to finish. I just don't know how to wrap it up. Like, ending is really my problem. That's probably why I'm always writing series, because it's like never ending, right? So yeah, I have this and I don't like my main character. I don't like her. I have a big problem with her. I don't know. I want her to be happy, I want everything to make sense, but the way she's doing things is just so different from the way I would do things that it's very hard for me to like cooperate with her. So I'm writing her story and she would do something that doesn't make sense for me, and I'm like, why would she do that? And like, if I'm thinking like that, I'm thinking, okay, maybe the reader is also going to be thinking like that. So I change a few things and then it doesn't fit in with her. So I have to change it back. And like, I keep on going into circle. So I really need to finish a story and give it like a general read to be able to see if it's me or if it's her or if it's okay. Because I think I'm just too much into the now process. And yeah. So basically that's it. That's all the writing that I did. And yeah, so for my writing history, maybe that's sort of conclusion. That's why. So if in the first part you saw I went from writing like little stuff to finishing a draft, and now you see all the draft I've been putting out. So all I need to do now is like work on every single draft that are finished and publish them. Finish the draft that are unfinished, work on them and publish them, and then go on with the stories that are planned but not yet written. And that's a lot of things to do because I have a lot of, well, you have seen I have a lot of things planned and written and stuff. So yeah. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumb up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm going to be putting more videos really soon. So see you next time for something else. Have fun reading. Bye.